Do you know what a KN95 mask is? Do you know how to put it on, take it off properly? Stick around, and in today's video we'll go through these things and more. So let's talk about what a KN95 mask is. A KN95 mask is one of a group of masks known as a particulate respirator that is designed to filter out dangerous and infectious biological materials such as viruses. The term 95 means that it has a filtering efficiency of 95% and should keep out 95% of all the dangerous virus particles we're concerned about when the mask is used properly. The term KN95, the K in that word or label means that the mask was generally produced in China, and that is the standard classification for these masks. So if the mask is made in China and meets that capacity and accuracy, it's termed a KN95 mask. In the United States, the term is N95. So the only real difference between a KN95 mask and an N95 mask has to do generally with where the mask is manufactured and the country that is certifying it. For our purposes, a KN95 mask and an N95 mask are and do essentially the same thing. So let's talk about how to use the KN95 mask. When you get the mask, it'll be in a paper bag. We use a paper bag rather than a Ziploc or plastic bag because the paper bag allows air to get in and out and helps the mask to stay clean and allows moisture to evaporate from the surface of the mask after you use it. Let's go through now how to properly put on the mask and properly take off the mask. Anytime you are touching the mask, that is, anytime you're going to put it on, anytime you're going to take it off, you have to wash your hands first for 1 full minute. You then need to put on gloves. This needs to be done each and every time without exception. That's the only way to prevent yourself from contaminating the mask and contaminating yourself with virus particles. Once you've washed your hands for 1 full minute, and once you've put on gloves, the mask will come in a bag, which you'll keep it in. You want to take the mask out by the loops. That's the best way to hold the mask. You then want to open the mask, and notice I'm just holding it by the very edges. I'm not touching the inside. I'm opening the mask up, and I'm identifying the outside of the mask, which has this metal nose clip, and that should be facing upwards. Then what you want to do is pulling gently the ear loops apart. You want to put it over your face and slide the ear loops around your ears. Now, take your gloves. Make sure the mask is sitting comfortably on your face. Using two hands, you want to smooth the metal clip down and around your nose. Again, it's two fingers pressing it hard and smoothing it. You do not want to take one hand and pinch it. That will create an air pocket that allows virus particles to get in. I'm trying to make a smooth contour along my face. Now the mask is seated properly. The next thing we need to do is do what's called a seal check. So what we are going to do is take both our hands. We're not going to touch our face or body, but we're going to put them above and below, and we're going to blow out. If the mask is seated properly, you should not feel any air coming above or below the mask. So by holding your hands and blowing out, you can tell if the mask is sealing properly. If you feel air escaping and touching your hands, you want to try to form a better seal. That is how you put on a KN95 mask. Now let's talk about how you take the mask off. Again, the outside of the mask has virus particles on it, so you never want to touch it with your bare hands. You want to wash your hands for 1 full minute before taking the mask off. You want to put on a new pair of gloves, and then you want to try to take it off with minimal contact with the outside surface. The way to do that is by taking the ear loops very carefully and gently, lifting them up, still exerting pressure, and then slowly sliding the mask away from your face. I then will take the mask, okay, and drop it back into the paper bag. It's important when you're taking off the mask to do it slowly. You do not want to take the mask off and have it fling around or fly off and then bounce back and touch your face. So when you're taking it off, what I suggest you do is take the loops out, hold it, hold pressure, and very slowly release it from your face. This allows you to avoid contacting the outer surface and will keep you safe. The mask should then get stored in the paper bag for reuse. Once you've taken off the mask, you need to properly take off your gloves the right way. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen one glove like this. I'm going to pull it inside out, bunch it up in my other hand. Notice this hand now is completely clean. I do not want to touch anything on the outside of these gloves. I'm going to put my finger underneath and I'm going to turn inside out like this and then throw it away. So I'm not touching the outside surface of the glove. Once you've done that, you need to remember you have to immediately wash your hands. This is the most important time. When you've taken off the mask, you've potentially touched the virus. So you want to right away go and wash your hands for 1 full minute. Thank you much. I hope this has been helpful. And please, if these videos are helpful, I ask you to subscribe to the channel